guys, so this is going to be a pretty sort of big pregnancy catch up. I haven't done any for 4 weeks. I haven't done any updates for about 4 weeks, and the reason for that being is that I've been quite ill and I haven't wanted to sit down in front of a camera, if I'm entirely honest. And these weeks have all been very much the same. Not a lot has changed up until about the past week or so. So I kind of left it a little while, and I'm going to do a big update now, and then I'll start doing them weekly as of now. So every Friday I will do my next weekly update. So last time I saw you I was 6 weeks. I'm now 10 weeks, and these last 4 weeks have been, like I said, very much the same. I've had a lot of nausea, but my nausea seems to be in the afternoons and the evenings. I can get up in the morning, have something to eat because I will be hungry the instant I wake up. And I'm normally okay until about 2-3 o'clock, and then I start feeling queasy again. Luckily, I have only been sick once. I think, in a sense, I've got quite a weak stomach, but I can hold a lot down. So that's kind of not been a huge issue, but it does mean I've not really been doing a whole lot, because when it gets to the afternoon I just don't want to do a thing. On the nausea side of it, my sense of smell is insane. The smallest thing that smells that a little bit off can make me just want to vomit straight away. I dry heave all the time, and it is not nice. Even talking about it right now makes me want to heave. So I'm going to stop. Okay, so now that's over. The other things I've been really dealing with are sore boobs. The past week or so, they've sort of died down a bit. They feel huge, but the soreness and pain that I was getting has sort of died down a little bit, and I tend to only get it now when I lean, or say if Liam hugs me really tight, or the dog steps on you, or like something like that. That's when they hurt, but they don't just hurt for hurting's sake. They do feel a little bit burny every now and then, but that's about it. What else? I'm trying to think. I've been peeing like crazy for the past 2 weeks. So week 9 and 10. These past 2 weeks I have been up and down these stairs like nobody's business, because our bathroom is downstairs. It's a pain in the butt in the night as well, because I get up 3 or 4 times a night to go to the toilet, and it's driving me insane. But yeah, that is really annoying me. And I'm drinking a lot of fluids as well, because I know that's good for the baby, so I'm keeping on top of that. See, this is why I haven't done an update, because I don't know what to tell you guys. I've had the same thing, like it's been very much the same. The past week my nausea hasn't been as bad. I felt a lot more energetic in the past week. I felt a lot less tired. I turned 10 weeks 2 days ago, so Wednesday, it's now Friday. And since about 9.5 weeks I've definitely felt my energy levels pick up again, which is really nice. Although it hasn't been enough to do a lot. Like, I get tired and out of breath really quickly. I had my booking appointment at 9 weeks, which was this time last week, so last Friday. And the midwife, I met my midwife, who's absolutely lovely, and she's classed me as a low risk pregnancy, which is brilliant. And the only thing that they're really going to want to keep an eye on and test for is gestational diabetes, because both my mum and Liam's mum are both diabetic. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out, and I think that's definitely something to keep in the back of my mind as well, in way of my diet as well, because obviously if I'm eating a lot of junk, which I have been eating not so well, I think it's something to think about. But she did class me as low risk, and she didn't see any problems at the time. Obviously, being in the UK, you don't get any, unless you have had previous problems with pregnancies, miscarriages, bleeding, stuff like that. You don't get any kind of confirmation until you're 12 weeks, which is frustrating me. And I had a bit of a breakdown 2 days ago. I had a really bad hormonal day. All I did was cry the majority of the day. I was very much in the what ifs. What if I'm not even pregnant? What if there's something wrong? What if it's not a heartbeat? Blah, blah, blah. All those general worries. And I think because I don't get any confirmation for at least another 2 weeks, it's there in my brain. And I think that's there for a lot of pregnant women in the UK as well, because you don't tend to have any kind of confirmation. I've not heard a heartbeat, I've not had a scan, I've not had anything apart from the pee sticks that say I'm pregnant. Which I do have to admit, I did do one Wednesday evening. I went and picked up some cheap test strips and did them again just to put my mind at rest. And the positive pregnancy line came up before the control line even did, so that goes to show how pregnant I am, I guess. But yeah, I'm still waiting for my appointment to come in the post. I asked my midwife at my booking appointment if I will be receiving it in the post. She said yes, that'll just come up in the post, and obviously it's booked for you and then you just go. But I haven't had anything in the post yet, so Liam and I have decided that if it gets to sort of 11.5 weeks and we still haven't heard anything, still haven't had anything in the post, then we're going to ring the midwife and see if she can find out what's going on, because obviously by then we don't want to miss our window for a good 12-13 week scan, because obviously that's when they check the back of the baby's neck and the nose and everything else. So that is something that is playing on my mind, but I'm really hoping that it just turns up in the next week, and then we can off our little merry way to the hospital, which is really close to home, thank God, and get the scan done. Changes in my body wise, I don't feel as though I'm getting so much bloating. When I saw you last, and when I spoke about the pregnancy last, my bloating was insane. I literally felt huge, whereas now I feel a lot flatter in the morning, but I have a bit of a belly underneath my belly button. There's definitely a bit more of a pooch, I guess you could say. And then towards the evening it gets a little bit bigger, but it doesn't get as bloated, and I don't get as round as I felt like I was getting a few weeks back. So I think that's probably my digestive system starting to sort of do its job, and the bloating is going down. Hopefully that means that I get a bump soon, because I'm dying to have some kind of like proper baby bump. It's just something I'm like, every time like I have a shower, I look in the mirror and I'm like, anything? No, there's nothing there. But I imagine that'll come soon, I guess. This week the baby is as big as a prune, which still isn't very big in my eyes, so you know, it's understandable that you can't tell that I'm pregnant by looking at me. Especially because the uterus is very much still in your pelvic area, and I think I've read that it doesn't start to move up out of your pelvic area until about 12 weeks. So hopefully by then I'll see some changes, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to update you guys on. Like I said, still haven't had any confirmation, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have a scan, which will be insane. I am so nervous, so incredibly nervous. I think it's going to be one of those things where I don't even look until I know, like until they say, okay, there's your baby. I don't think I'm even going to look. So yeah, I'm really nervous about that. But I am feeling a lot more positive than I did 2 days ago. 2 days ago I was in a really bad place and I just did not feel good. And I was even like, I even thought I wanted to take a bit of a break from everything, like social media, YouTube, everything, and just not sort of push myself, because I felt as though being someone who has depression, fair enough, it's not bad right now and I don't have an issue with it right now, but obviously it's something that we have to keep an eye on, and if my mood's change, then we need to act on it quickly and make sure that I'm okay as well as the baby. So I'm feeling a lot better now than I did 2 days ago, so that's a positive. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I've rambled and this is probably going to be a quick update, considering like I haven't talked to you about it for 4 weeks. I really don't have much else to say apart from the fact that it is so nice that I don't have to clean up any cat mess. Liam, that's his job, and I'm enjoying every second of it. So yes, I'm going to leave you guys there. I will show you the belly, but there's not much in way of belly. I have just had some soup and a sandwich because I was absolutely Hank Marvin, but yeah, I will show you and you guys can tell me what you think if there's anything, if you think anything is starting to show, I don't know, but I will show you the belly and then I will leave you guys to have a really good weekend. Okay, so I'm still very much living in baggy everything, jogging bottoms, just comfy clothes because otherwise I feel really held in and I don't like it. But belly is there. This is going to be really difficult because I have such a big jumper on. 1 second. Okay, so this top is a little bit see-through, so please ignore it. I was wearing a jumper. But that's where my back curves. And that's belly. So I feel like something's going on, but I still feel like it's a little bit bloaty. So I don't know, because my ribs sort of curve in here and then they get a little sticky out bit. But it doesn't look too much different to the last couple of weeks. So now I'm all hot and flustered. Thank you for watching my 7, 8, 9 week baby update. And I will definitely see you next Friday because hopefully my energy levels are just going to keep going up from now until a little while into the pregnancy. And I will see you next Friday with an update. And hopefully I can have a little bit more to tell you. So I will see you then. Bye guys.